Hello everyone, Max is here, and welcome to my Let's Play of Pokemon Black version and Pokemon White version. Sorry this took so long to actually get rolling. It's just, in real life there were a lot of series of events that led to the delay and temporary sort of suspension on this, and many of them were outside of my control, and I just wasn't in really the right mind to be recording. But I'm back now, and I'm ready to play one of not just my favorite games of all time, but honestly, what is one of the most special games to me when it comes to just video games in general. And I'd like to show you guys why that is so special to me. I'm not going to be getting into that right now, but just know this is a very special game for me. We're also not going to be limiting ourselves to just showing off White version in the same way that I very heavily limited myself to just showing not Black version, to just showing Heart Gold version in the Heart Gold and Soul Silver series. This is going to be a lot more of showing both sides of the story and showing much more on both games, not just only showing differences. So, let's get into it. Oh. There we go. Great start. Great start, Maxis. New game. Hi there! Welcome to the world of Pokemon. My name's Professor Juniper, but everyone calls me the Pokemon Professor, like every other professor in every other region. Okay, it's pretty much the same intro dialogue every time, let's be honest. So, this Minccino. This can actually be shiny, and you have no possible way of obtaining it. Yep, a lot like Wally's or Alts. That's right, this world is widely inhabited by mysterious creatures called Pokemon. Pokemon have mysterious powers, they come in many shapes and live in many different places. We humans live happily with Pokemon, living and working together. We complement each other. We help each other out to accomplish difficult tasks. I can't even speak right. Having a Pokemon battle is another... Having Pokemon battle one another is particularly fun. I can't speak right. What is with me? Great start to my favorite game. And it deepens the bond between people and their Pokemon. And that is why I research Pokemon. Well, that's enough from me. Could you tell me a bit about yourself? We can actually choose between being a boy or girl, as you can in most games. And you might be noticing that these characters look a bit older than the protagonists of the other games. They are aged up to be, or appear, I believe it is 14 or 13, which I really do like. We're going to be going with this young man over here. You're a boy, right? Yes. I'd like to know your name. Please tell me. Now, there's a couple of different names that I could go with him, and this is a bit more of a story-driven game, but I am going to be going with sort of my typical name I give most protagonists, and that is M-A-X-I-S. There you can find me for a sec. Maxis. Your name is Maxis. Well, yes and no. Yes, it is. What a wonderful name. Thank you. Well then, two best friends. Young man is Charon. He's a little difficult, but he's a very honest person. Young woman is Bianca. She's a little flighty, but she works very hard. And honestly, given my horrible attention span in real life, I probably could forget my best friends' names. I have actually done it on a few occasions. I'm going to give you a very, very important Pokemon. Maxis, the moment you choose the Pokemon that will accompany you on your journey. your story will truly begin. During your journey, you'll meet many Pokemon and people with different personalities and points of view. I really hope that you find what is important to you on all of these travels. That's right, befriend new Pokemon and people in Pokemon and grow as a person kid. That's the most important goal of your journey. Let's go and visit the world of Pokemon. And as you might be noticing from the start, there are seasons in this game. Oh god, the pixels, so... I like this game. This game, like, as you can see, the game is looking a lot better. It's just, the pixel aliasing is so bad early on, and you saw it a bit in the cutscene. If it was a lot bigger, it would just look a lot worse. But honestly, this game, it just looks lovely. I love this game. Maxis, I heard from Professor Juniper we can have Pokemon. What's keeping Bianca? I've always actually just, like, tapping his foot, just, where is she? Am I a little late again? So sorry. Bianca, I've known you for 10 years, but you have no sense of time. But seriously, today's the day we can get a Pokemon from Professor Juniper. I know. Sorry, Max. Sorry, Sharon. You're so cute. So, where are the Pokemon? Where they live? They were living at Max's house, so Max gets first pick. Naturally. The Pokemon are waiting for us inside that gift box. Okay, Maxis, you go first and take a peek inside the box. I want to meet the Pokemon right now. Yeah, so do I. Maxis, open the gift box. I've brought 3 Pokemon, one for you and one for each of your friends. Please settle your choices politely. Enjoy your Pokemon, Professor Juniper. Now it's going to be going over all 3 of these starter Pokemon, and honestly, they're a bit unorthodox, but bear with me. They've got their strong points. Starting off the list, we have Snivy. As a Grass-type Pokemon early game, it is going to struggle. Poison types, Bug types, and Flying types are pretty common, and it really doesn't get anything beyond normal and Grass moves for, to be honest, the entire duration of the game. It generally gets Grass moves by level up, and as you can see from its stats starting off, it is a speedy tank. A very, very unorthodox playstyle for a Pokemon, and especially on a Grass type, which is a type known for not exactly having the greatest of resistances, as well as having a plethora of weaknesses. That's not to say Snivy is a bad Pokemon. It definitely can do pretty well, and when it eventually evolves into Serperior, it gets some pretty good defensive stats, and it gets a really, really good speed stat. Some of its good moves that it actually does get are generally physical, because it gets access to a move called Coil. This boosts its accuracy, physical attack, and physical defense. Because it is a speedy wall, it can generally set this up pretty reliably, and thus boost its attacking power for powerful moves like Leaf Blade, which has a high critical hit chance. So, it can do a lot of damage, though it requires a little bit of work to get there, and Snivy will learn Coil and Leaf Blade around the 30s, if you hold it back from evolving, which might turn a lot of people off from it, because you're going to be going through a pretty sizable portion of the game with an unevolved Pokemon having admittedly pretty mediocre defensive stats despite being designed for a walling Pokemon. Again, that's not to say it's bad. It does put in the work if you can stick it out long enough, and if you are going to pick it, I would recommend equipping it with, say, a Rock-type Pokemon as early as possible, really to cover up those weaknesses to Flying and Bug as well as Fire, and give it something of a defensive switch-in against Poison types. So you're going to be wanting a partner that can complement these weaknesses, and that's pretty much going to go given for all of the starters, but for Snivy in particular, I think it deserves very special attention on specific types, just because the handicaps it has in terms of bad offenses. I mean, fully evolved, 75 in both offenses. That's not good. And you need something that can really stick with it for a large portion of the game until it gets access to Coil and Leaf Blade, at which point it can really start ripping through things pretty well. As for our next starter Pokemon, we have Tepig. There you go. Alright, let's get the big bad out of the way. Tepig will eventually evolve into a firefighting type. Honestly, in my opinion, it is the best of the 3 firefighting types we have gotten access to. It, when fully evolved, does have a very, very solid physical attacking stat. It also has a not horrible special attacking stat. It has pretty solid bulk because it does have very, not the greatest defenses in the world, but a pretty solid HP stat. This lets it use the very strong, very good, high damage but recoil-inducing moves like Wild Charge, Head Smash, and even Stab, Flare Blitz extremely well. And unlike the previous firefighting starters who did get access to these same moves, at least Flare Blitz, it can actually use it a good once or twice because it does have the HP to not just use it as a last-ditch effort nuke and try to win a fight on just that damage alone. It can still keep going. And one other benefit that Emboar has, it is the only one of these starters to, when evolved, gain a secondary subtyping. And when evolving at level 17 into Pignite, it will learn Arm Thrust immediately, giving it access to its secondary fighting stab right from the get-go. It's got power, and it's also got some pretty interesting moves. Heat Crash, a physical fighter stab move that deals damage based on weight. Because Emboar is, as you can probably expect, a pretty heavy Pokemon, Heat Crash is going to be doing a solid amount of damage if it can hit for super effective. I wouldn't generally rely on this as your only move for same type attack damage, because there are some Pokemon that are weak to fire, such as Steel types, which do tend to have solid weights of their own. So you're going to want some other fighting moves. But again, it does have a very solid special attack, so it gets access to all those same good special fire type attacks like Flamethrower. Very solid Pokemon, not exactly the worst. And if you think, well, it has some good move access and some good type coverage and maybe some good moves, but it has a pretty poor speed stat. Gets access to Flame Charge. This is a physical fire move that will always boost your speed, so Emboar can circumvent that very poor speed stat to become much stronger as a quicker Pokemon, if you can, get it going. And lastly, we have Oshawott. Oh, Oshawott. Everyone seems to underestimate you, but yet, I love it. Pure water, and honestly, I think that's great. This thing is a powerhouse. It might not look like it, but it is. It will early on gain access to a very, very powerful move in Razor Shell. This is a 75 base power move that has a 50% chance of lowering defense on the target and I believe an increased critical hit ratio. Considering that the other starters don't get anywhere near those good of moves this early, this makes Oshawott a beast in early game battles. It can go through some very difficult fights early on when Pignite and Servine just don't have good moves. And again, if you're holding back Snivy evolving for Coil and Leaf Blade, you're still going to be using a Snivy. And Duat can just rip through those fights fairly quickly. It's a very special thing that only Oshawott has, and it has this very powerful move this early. Again, 75 base power move at level 17. That is an end game move. That is a move I have kept on Oshawott until the end of the game. It's that good. But you're not just going to hear me talk and gush about Oshawott. We're here to learn about Samurott. Very solid mixed offensive stats with not horrible bulk as well. So we have 3 tanky starter Pokemon, but they're also not exactly bad offensively because of some other moves that it gets access to. By level up, Samurott gets the largest move pool access. It gets bug moves, fighting moves, alongside its typical water and normal moves. It has pretty low speed for mixed attacking standards, but you gotta remember this is a starter, and it does get access to Priority Aqua Jet by level up. And by heart scale, it will get access to Mega Horn. On top of the pretty bizarre move pool water type is generally known for, it gets access to a move that is called Scald. This is a move that also Emboar has access to, and that is a water move capable of inflicting burn on the opponent. Yeah, I mean, Emboar has a very bizarre move pool to begin with, that's by TMs, but Samurott gets a pretty interesting one by level up. Revenge, Mega Horn, alongside the typical ice moves that water types get by TMs. This thing is a powerhouse. It is also a phenomenal HM user. If you don't want to use your starter for the main story because you just want to consider boxing and you're not really a big fan of them, in my opinion, Samurott is the go-to pick because it learns the most HMs of any Pokemon in the Unova region. It is fantastic for that reason, and the one it doesn't get honestly makes a whole lot of sense. And in my opinion, Samurott is the best of the starters. However, we are actually not going with what is, in my opinion, the best of the Unova starters. We are going with Snivy. Yes, I would like to go with Snivy. We chose Snivy. This is actually my second time of recording this. My first time, I actually got a really, really good nature on my Snivy, and I'm really hoping that I get a good one too on this one. I'll take this one. Hey, how come you get to pick my Pokemon? Oh, never mind, I want to type it from the start anyway. Everyone has chosen a Pokemon, so that's that. Hey, I know, let's have a Pokemon battle. Honestly, Bianca, even though they're still weak Pokemon, you shouldn't have Pokemon battles inside a house. Don't be a worrywart, these little ones are weak, like you said. Let them battle so they get a little stronger. That's settled, Nexus. Let's go for a Pokemon battle. And our first battle has begun with Bianca. That's it. A little sneeze. I love how she's just trying to pull the Pokeball out of a bag and just whoop. She sends out her Oshawott. I love this battle theme. I like the rival battle themes in Pokemon games generally, but this one, in my opinion, is just pretty outstanding. Alright, so let's see if I can kind of gauge your nature from the start. Alright. Looks like we either have very, very good attacking IVs or we don't have a... Maybe we have a neutral nature, maybe, I don't know. Okay, so since we have pretty low attack, I'm probably going to go for Leer turn 1. And also, one thing I want to mention. This battle system is really fast. As well as fully animated sprites. I mean, that's not really a huge thing now because we do have, you know, full 3D animation, everything like that now. But back then, this was a pretty big thing, and as... Oh, am I gonna lose this? Eek! Ouch! Don't think... I don't think... Come on. Am I seriously gonna lose this because I went for Leer because that was actually the good play? Use Tackle... Come on, don't crit, don't freaking crit, don't crit. Good. Okay, we might actually win this. So, Leer was a good play after all. It's not gonna end up like a certain other rival battle I've done. And yes, critical hit! Don't actually know if that mattered, but hey, maybe it did. And if so, that's actually a very good way to start out the game. I always get pointless crits, but on both sides did their best. You get $500 for winning. I generally have Pokemon games where crits just don't matter because they go at the end of the game and don't matter. But I'm hoping this is a good sign. Wow. Maxis, you're gonna be an awesome trainer someday, I can tell. No doubt. Bianca, would you take a look around? I just love how the whole room is just... I like how there are footprints on the wall when... like, it's a continuous line on the wall, like I'm not gonna ask. I'm so glad I get to have a Pokemon. Oh, sorry about your room, Max. I mean, it's pretty much like my room in real life. You are completely hopeless. That's rude. Here, I'll restore your Pokemon for you. He'll be on this Pokemon. Make sure your Pokemon needs to be fixed up too. I get Max Pokemon. Hey, Chair, how about you battle too? With all you know, I'm sure you can battle without turning the room into a disaster like I did. I mean, I believe you're right. There'll be no problem for me to keep the room from getting any messier. Besides, not fair if you two are the only ones to battle have fun battling. It's decided. You'll be my opponent. Our first Pokemon battle. Well, your first Pokemon battle. My second Pokemon battle. Let's see how you can do, Tepig. Okay, I am actually a little scared of this because Tepig is an HP sponge and I am a speed tank. So I might actually need to go for Leer again. You're also more physically focused, so yeah, I think it's better if I do go for Leer turn 1 again. I definitely think I need to do this. I love how it crosses its arms and just I love Snivy's animations. I love them. Okay, I'm glad you're not going for Growl because that would suck. Go for Tackle. Come on. I actually do have a nickname picked out for this Snivy, unlike my... Oh, boy. Oh, boy. This is not good. This is very not good. I finally become a trainer. Everything is starting from here. Everything starts from here. Yes, it does. Come on. Come on, Snivy. Please get another crit. Please get another crit. No. Come on. Okay, that was... It was like 6... Was that 6 damage? Okay, so I think we got this unless you crit, because this is not when crits were changed to 50% more damage. We win. We win. I got... Yes! Oh, Snivy, you are lucky. You are a very lucky Snivy. I mean, if they somehow missed and you got a crit on me, I'd be so mad. A crit that might have actually mattered game 1, and actually not losing to Charon's Tepig. That's pretty good. This is the start of a beautiful friendship, Snivy. Ah, so that's a Pokemon battle. So, for reference, I do not believe I have ever actually used Snivy. I don't remember my first playthrough of Black and my first playthrough of White. I only remember the most recent one, which was actually a couple of years ago, that I used an Oshawott in. So, this is going to be kind of uncharted territory for me. I'm really hoping I get to like it. This feeling I have. I'm finally a trainer. But first, we better go apologize to your mother about the messed up room. I mean, that's what my room looks like normally anyway. Oh, I better come too. Wait, don't leave me alone in here. I don't want her to scream at me. I can't run because I don't have shoes. We're very sorry about the trouble, ma'am. Well, we can clean up. Cleaning up? No worries, I'll take care of that later. Shouldn't you be on your way to Professor Juniper? Yes, thank you. Please excuse us. Come on, let's go to Professor Juniper. I'll be waiting in front of the Pokemon Research Lab. Wait! Oh, wait, I've got to go home first. Thank you for having us over. Don't leave me. Please. Not me playing. Oh no, she's coming closer. My, Maxus. Pokemon battles are so lively, aren't they? I can hear the Pokemon's cries clear down here. That sure reminded me of my first Pokemon battle. I kind of like how our mother is somewhat of a Pokemon trainer, which I not really elaborated on, but I do like the idea that she was a Pokemon trainer. Oh, and you know, after a battle, Pokemon need to rest your Pokemon. Thank you, Mom, for actually healing my Pokemon, even though they kind of destroyed my room and might have actually caused structural damage to the house. And then again, they're not really that strong, so they probably could have damaged a wall too badly. Your Pokemon are looking great. Now, if you're going out, don't forget your cross transceiver. This will be the subject of many jokes throughout the series. I can tell. We created the cross transceiver and the items. You're going to thank the professor too, right? You better get going, honey. Please let me get out of here quickly. Please get me out of here quickly. And welcome to November Town. It's a quiet little town, and I do like this little detail over here. Like, you probably notice this in the corner, but the grass is actually blowing. I actually didn't notice that, and also, where did your glasses go, Sharon? Oh, they're back. Now they look like you're crying. Now you look like you have actually eyes again. Now your eyes are black dots. Now they're also black dots. And there you go, there's your eyes again. She's like, why is this so amusing? This should not be this amusing. But it is. Okay, he actually looks normal when you're really far away. Or just like really nerd glass. Like, we have a thing to do first. We have a thing to do. I'm gonna go check out Miyaka. Also, that water looks beautiful down there. It's just, I love it. I love the way November Town looks. No, 1,000 times no! But I'm a good trainer who got a Pokemon and everything. I can totally go on an adventure. What? Aw, she pulls her hat down. Oh, it's okay. It's fine. I'll be waiting for you in front of the lab, okay? Overprotective dad much? What nonsense is this? How can my daughter, who knows nothing about the world, be going on a journey with Pokemon? Again, overprotective dad much. Don't mind my husband, dear. He's just overprotective. You literally took the words right out of my mouth. All children go on adventures with Pokemon. It's part of growing up. If only parents in the real world, understood this. Well, now that we have settled that little family issue, we're going to be going. Is this Sharon's house? I don't actually know. It is Sharon. Okay, so it's like this is a 3-house town. I mean, that's one thing about the games I kind of don't like, is that the towns are just freaking tiny. Okay, let's go meet the professor. I forgot to check one thing before we even went in here. Hi there, I've been waiting for you, young people. Let me introduce myself again. My name is Professor Juniper. We know your name. Smart remark. Come on, Sharon. It's not time to take things lightly. Today is a day to remember, always. So it's best to behave some formality. No, formality bores the heck out of me, so thank you, Sharon. Thank you for doing that mercifully quickly. That being so, once again, my name is Professor Juniper, and you're just reiterating your name again. I am researching what is... No, how the creatures called Pokemon came into existence. Simply, we all know how they came into existence. One being called Arceus hatched out of an egg and suddenly snapped everything into existence. Simple as so. And so you've already had a Pokemon battle, so maybe that's why it feels as though your Pokemon have already begun to trust you. By the way, would you like to give Pokemon a name? Yes! I have a nickname for this Snivy. This actually was not my idea, this is actually my editor's idea, and it was... D-A-V-I... Not H-I-D. Davic? David. I was told that this is actually Solid Snake's real name. I thought, that's actually pretty perfect, because I didn't really think of a name for Snivy, and because of all just like the exclamation points that appeared above people's heads in the beginning of the game, I thought, that's actually perfect. David. David is its name. It's a great name. It's also my middle name. That's why I gave you all you Pokemon. It's for the Pokedex, right? What? Pokedex? I'm astonished. Nice work, Sharon. Someone would have been good on my Masterminds team at school. You've already studied Pokemon extensively, haven't you? Still, let me explain everything from the beginning, just for everyone's sake. The Pokedex is a high-tech device that automatically records the Pokemon you encounter. So, I want you three to visit many places and meet all of the Pokemon in the Unova region. This is my request. Maxis, Sharon, Bianca, you'll go on an adventure to complete the Pokedex, will you not? I can say no to a lot of people, but you're not one of them. Okay, I mean, yes, Professor. Thank you very much. Because of you, I can become a Pokemon trainer exactly as I've always wished. All of you, thanks. You've given me the best possible answer. I cannot speak. Please hope this does not become a running game. I think you probably would like it if if I keep misspeaking, it wouldn't be as entertaining. We obtained the Pokédex. Now I need to teach you how to meet Pokemon. We're going to meet you at Route 1. Yep, we are getting the capture tutorial right from the get-go. So since the professor asked us, it's okay to go on an adventure, right? I could explore and maybe find out what I want to do in life. I think I'd like that. Of course. We will travel together as we want while completing the book. I can't do the M. Bison impression with his. I can't do it with him. I can only do the of course. Actually, before we leave... No, danger, no. Hey, Maxis, wait up! Dud. Oh, there you are, and what did the professor have to say? You're gonna be the Pokedex? I can't believe it! Exactly, who would imagine professors asking children to complete the Pokedex? Unheard of! Looks like I can. I already knew she was going to ask. Wait, what? That's why I brought you three of you here, these town maps to take with you. We obtained the town map. Put the town map in the key items case. Here you are, Sharon. I'll take good care of it. And one for you too, Bianca. So thank you so much. As for your room access, or what's left of it, can we please dodge that topic? Just like dodging grades at school. Okay, that's something I probably shouldn't joke about, though. No need for any of you to worry. I'll take care of tidying it up. Okay, Maxis? If only it actually was like that in real life. Because I hate cleaning my room. I think everyone hates cleaning their room. Ah, Pokemon, they're so cute, but they have enough power to destroy a bedroom. That's really something. With Pokemon at your side, you'll be safe wherever you go. Well, maybe not everywhere we go. I'll let your parents know. I'm pretty sure Bianca's parents already know she's going in, are not the happiest about it. But in addition to Pokemon, you'll find lots and lots of places that you like in the Unova region, and become wonderful adults. Have a great trip. Thanks for being understanding, Mom. Use the time map, I'll always know where I am. It's certainly helpful. Shall we head out to Route 1? Professor's waiting. Let's go! Maxis, hurry up! Come on, too, okay?